All right, everyone, welcome to the new year of All the Way, kicking off 2020 in style. This is your host, Big Fat John.
And I'm DV.
Yeah, DV. Hey, man, Happy New Year. We haven't really had a chance to wish each other a Happy New Year. It's been kind of tough, actually a tough start to the new year.
Yeah, no, it's like, what is it? The January is like the Monday of the year.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta get over it.
But, you know, in all honesty, folks, it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a new episode, and good reason for that. First, I came down with a horrible case of the flu. I thought the Chinese were out to get me.
Well, they are now with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, imagine putting a virus in our beer. Good thing Trump's keeping that shit out from Mexico. I'm telling you that much.
You know what he can't keep out of Mexico, though?
What's that?
The great big strong wall. Because the wind knocking it down.
That's fantastic. But yeah, you're right. But here's the funny part. I got sick. I was out, and it was one of those like a good 10 to 14 days that I was out. Yeah. Lost my voice and everything. So, you know, folks, I call up DV. I send him a text. I'm like, dude, I'm coughing. I'm shitting. I got a fever. I can't make it. He goes, no problem, dude. As soon as you're on your feet, let's go in. Call him up after about 2 weeks. I'm like, yo, DV, time to hit that show, yo. He texts me back, dude, I'm coughing. I'm shitting. I've got fever. It's like he caught it.
Yeah.
And by the way, he didn't even catch it from me in the fun way.
No
if
sex
you know
involved.
what I mean.
No sex involved.
Yeah. None of that, but he caught it.
Yeah.
So that's another 2 weeks you were out.
Yeah.
So that brings us to here. So that's basically what it comes down to. So we apologize for not putting out a couple of shows since the last one, but we're here to kick off some things in style. So DV, let's do what we should have done. I have here the show that should have been recorded and put out for the folks a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to kick off our New Year's resolutions, the all the way New Year's resolutions. Now, of course, when you write this, the hack premise is you write out things that you're never going to do, right? But since I've had more time to update this due to illness, let's go with stuff that we've started that we're still sticking to.
Cool.
How does that sound, DV?
That sounds good.
Yeah. Do you have any? Did you do any resolutions yourself?
Yeah.
What's that?
Live.
Just breathe.
Just straight up live.
Oh man, because when you're sitting in that bowl and like stuff is coming out of every hole in your body, right? Mm-hmm. Top, bottom, side, everything.
Side.
Out of your ears, your nose, your mouth.
I thought you got into a certain position or something. All right.
Yeah, you kind of pray for death at some point.
Yeah, right.
Like, I can't take this anymore, God damn it. But, all right, so our New Year's resolution. Listen, the first resolution that I undertook in 2020, and proud to say I'm sticking to it, I've resolved to avoid stress, DV.
Oh, yeah?
I just don't want to deal with stress anymore.
More jerking off?
No. Just more. Sometimes, it's stressful to jerk off. I'm married. I got a kid living at home.
All right, because you're trying to hide. Like
yeah,
you're going to the bathroom.
Stressful.
Yeah,
it's stressful, man. Where am I going to go jerk off these days?
Right, exactly. And you're not exactly good in the joints, so, you're trying to jerk off into the toilet bowl. Or is that just me?
I've never jerked. Have you ever jerked off into the toilet bowl?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, I've never done that. Is it worth trying? I don't know. I'm looking for new ideas. I don't know.
Not with your knees.
You're right. Not with my knees. But listen, I've decided to avoid stress, ladies and gentlemen, because let's face it, the stress of being tolerant of stupid ideas, pretending, for example, like Bruce Jenner is a chick all of a sudden. Like, if I have to put up with the stress of that, with the stress of people walking up to me in business settings, and the first thing they say, I'll say, hi, my name is John, and you? And their first response is, my pronouns are he, him, and his. And my name is John, but it's spelled Z-F-Y.
Okay.
That's stressful, yo.
Yeah, no, that is stressful. But
why do we have to put up with that shit?
I mean, isn't it just like polite to say,
not.
okay. Was it Caitlyn, right? Caitlyn Jenner?
Yes,
yeah,
Caitlyn.
Yeah. So why can't you just say, okay, Caitlyn Jenner, nice to meet you?
Look, I don't care if the dude wants to call himself Caitlyn.
Okay.
I really don't. you know?
Right.
Wants to put on a dress, wants to chop his dick off. God bless. You know, you're an American. Do what you want. What I refuse to do, though, is pretend that things are the way he thinks they are. Okay. In other words, I react to him telling me that I react to Caitlyn Jenner telling me that he's a chick the same way I react if he had come up to me and said, "Hi, I'm a giraffe named Ralph." You know, I'll accept the Ralph part. You have the right to be called anything you want. Right. But the same way I would look, if he told me he was a giraffe, I'd be like, all right, is there anyone I can call to help you?
But here's the thing. He actually did the whole thing. He did the operation.
I don't think he did.
Well, he got the boobs, right?
That maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit,
listen. All that matters.
No, look. The point is that if he wants, again, that's all his business, right? Uh-huh. But you can't force other people. The stress of can you imagine everywhere you go, you have to tell people what your pronouns are? Like, I had this little millennial chick walk up to him and she goes, "And your pronouns are?"
No, stop.
And I go like, dude, I go like this. I go, clearly evident. That was my answer.
Yeah.
They're clearly evident what they should be. Don't ask me what my fucking pronouns are.
Right. You know, and then did they get mad at you?
Yeah, they did.
It's so stupid. I had this argument, right, with lesbian, transgender people. It's like, come on, man.
Look,
I'm an advocate and an ally, damn it.
Listen, this is where you go from the realm of acceptance. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. This is where you go from the realm of tolerance to acceptance, right? So I should be able to tolerate Caitlyn Jenner walking around in a dress, right? Male decathlete champion of the world in 1976. Wants to wear a dress? I should be able to tolerate that. I agree. Forcing me to think that this guy is now a chick, that's stress I don't need in my life. And I've resolved not to accept it. So I just reject it all.
Well, I mean, that is your right.
Yeah, of course it is.
So you can do all that. But you're just like, come on. Make it so they say, they call me Bruce.
Yeah. Well, just remember, whenever you make a demand, that means you're putting someone else under stress.
Yeah, no, that's true.
No matter what, right?
Right.
Like, you could come here and say, "Hey, John, every time you come in here, I want you to give me a salute," right? Like, it could be an innocent joke, but at the same time, it's stress because now I got to do that. And I didn't have to want to do it. Now I got to. You know what I'm saying? It's harsh.
Man, if I ever tell you, you have to salute me every time you see me, just punch me in the face.
All right, it's on tape. I can
punch me in my stupid face. That's stupid.
Listen, you know what another resolution I've made is?
What's that?
I've resolved to be more honest.
Really?
Just be more honest.
Okay.
Especially with myself.
Because you're pretty honest. I'm not going to lie. You're a pretty honest dude.
I'm a pretty honest dude, but I'm resolving to push that even further.
Okay.
And the one person I'm not going to lie to on this planet is me.
I like it.
So I'm going to be honest with myself. Let's face it. I'm never going to be thin again.
That's for damn sure.
So all these stupid diets, proclamations that I'm going to lose another 60 pounds or any of this bullshit. Listen, I'm going to drop dead when I drop dead. So if that comes with like McDonald's hanging out of my fat ass while it's doing, or me sucking on like an extra rib bone.
Is that what you call it? That's the code, right? Rib bone?
Yeah, that's code.
That's code.
Be that as it may, I got to be honest with myself. I'm not going to put myself under the stress of lying to myself about that, DV.
Yeah, no, that's actually a great one. Because I think there's nothing better than self-awareness, man.
Oh, it is. You have to be self-aware. Yeah. Something our president needs to understand.
No way, man.
Gotta have some self-awareness.
He's done. He's such a big egotist. Man, it's nuts.
Another thing you have to resolve, listen, the world is ever-changing. You can't just sit on your laurels anymore, DB. You have to be able to say to yourself, what was good for yesterday isn't good anymore. What used to be enough yesterday isn't enough anymore. That's the problem with the world. A lot of people think they learn a skill and they're set for life. You know what kind of thinking that is? That's union thinking. And that never got us anywhere in this country. You have to be able to improve yourself constantly, whether it's going to school, getting a new side gig, reading a book every so often,
Right,
I know a lot of you rubes out there especially don't like to read. It's like kryptonite to you guys. but you got to read every so often. You got to watch something on YouTube other than nut shots. The world's greatest nut shots. We'll learn something. Go on YouTube. YouTube is the greatest learning tool, DV.
Actually, it is if you use it the right way.
Yeah, if you use it the right way, it's fantastic.
Yep.
So learn to improve yourself. For myself, let me give you an example. I've enrolled in the Johnny Sins 6-week program to improve the potency of my jizz shot. Now, I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart to improve myself. I'm getting up in years. I can't depend on the jizz shots of old,
right,
to be satisfying to my wife anymore.
Okay.
I'm doing this for her.
Oh, right, exactly. You do it for her, not you.
No, never for me. I'm always on the lookout on how to help people around me.
Yeah.
By the way, if you ever walk into the office unexpectedly, knock first.
Okay. But here's the problem, though. You are old, and I understand you want to improve your jizz shot.
Right.
But you're forgetting the most important part.
What's that?
Yeah, I get.
What's that?
Yeah, I get that shit hard first.
No problem there. That's okay so far.
Okay.
I'm sure it's going to hit me sooner or later. I mean, it's got to. But But right now, the Lord has blessed me. No pharmaceuticals, no problems. I'm okay.
Sweet.
I'm okay.
Hey, that's pretty good for an 86-year-old man.
Yeah, for someone my advanced age. Jesus, I still remember when there was no TV in the world.
Oh my God, that existed?
I guess around the same time as dinosaurs. All right, listen. The other thing I've resolved is to be a champion of those who can't champion themselves, DB.
That's a lot of people.
Yes, it is. And you have to do what you can to help the underprivileged, to help those that society has cast aside, those that are being punched down upon from those around them. Right?
Amen. Amen.
Right? So I've resolved to defend more vigorously, to stand up for the one group in this country that doesn't seem to have any advocates for it. I mean, if you think about it, who do we have advocates for? If you go on social media, you've got advocacy for gay groups. You have advocacy for queer groups, transgender groups. What else, DV?
Everything.
Everything, man. Climate change alarmists, people who hate Trump, people who love Trump. You've got advocacy groups for everybody. Animals get advocacy groups, right? You got those PETA people running around. Who is the one group that doesn't have any people? The top 1%. The 1% has nobody arguing on their behalf. I mean, let's face it. These motherfuckers provide 70% of all the money in this country.
Stop advocating, man. That's some bullshit.
I got to advocate for them.
They don't care about your advocacy, man.
They need it.
They don't need it. They got money. They don't need it.
They need it badly.
If they needed a marketing person, they can hire someone. That's how much money they got.
They need it badly. And I wish they would remember I said this.
Oh, I see what you just did.
George Soros, I got no principles. I don't care. George Soros, who's the conservative?
I was just saying
Carlos Slim,
the Koch brothers,
Cohen brothers, anybody. You said not the Cohen brothers, the Cook brothers, the Cook, KOCH, the Cook, and one of them just died.
Yeah, I know. That's right. I was gonna say.
Yeah,
you say Cook brother.
The other Cook brother, send me his half. He don't need it no more. I'll take money from anybody. I'll say I support anybody if you send me the right amount of cash. Unlike other politicians, I'm upfront about my greed. Just pay me and I'll say whatever the fuck you want.
A new type of politician, just like Donald Trump.
Fuck those leeching assholes who want free health care and shit like that.
Drain the swamp.
No, fuck that. Give me money. Give me money. I'll advocate for you guys. I'm basically doing it for free anyway, so come on. Let me go with the full force here. All right, listen. You know what another thing I've resolved to do is, and I'm sticking to it. You know, I said this around, like I said, at the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. About a month later, I'm still into this. I'm still trying to learn.
Okay.
I've resolved to learn a new language. To speak a new language, all right? So I speak English.
Yeah.
I speak French.
Okay.
I speak Greek.
Okay.
Right? And I don't mean sexually, by the way, which I also do. But I mean, I speak the language of French and Greek. You see, that was a subtle reference to blowjobs and ass fucking.
Yeah. That's why I'm laughing.
French and Greek. But I also speak the languages, right? So here's the thing. I vowed to learn Mandarin.
Mandarin,
because it's for Westerners, Asian languages, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese, Thai, very difficult to our ear, right? Because it all sounds like sing-songy, right? Like ding dong, like that, right? Because it's harsh. Not harsh. I should say it's the opposite. It's very melodic.
It sounds like 70s music?
Sort of. It sounds like 70s, like...
porn music.
Yeah. Porn music, or the music... Oh, who was that guy? Like sitar music almost.
Oh, right.
Right? It's like bing, bing, bing. So to the Western ear, I'm not trying to be racist, right? I'm just saying to the... You know how they say how Yiddish is very harsh, guttural, right? Like everything sounds like you're about to cough up a lung.
Yeah.
L'chaim.
Yeah.
L'chaim. Chutzpah, right?
Yeah.
That's Yiddish, right? Well, the same way Mandarin, for example, sounds very much like right? So I vowed to learn Mandarin to better understand, literally, the largest country on the planet by population, right?
Yeah, I got to hear this.
Yeah, I got to do that. Oh, by the way, I also am learning Mandarin, so the fucking takeout joint down the block gets my order right finally. I mean, I ordered chicken and broccoli. How the fuck did I get an egg roll and spare ribs?
Hey, that's an upgrade.
These fuckers. You call them up and you're like, can I get a broccoli and rice?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, Fouillon? No. And send it over to Maple Drive. Main Street? No. God damn it. It's like, you get so frustrated, you run out and you drive there and you pick it up yourself just to save yourself the thing. So I'm learning Mandarin, God damn it. All those other reasons could go fuck themselves. I just want to get my Chinese food order right.
So was that the impetus to learn this new language?
Fuck, yeah. Fuck those Chinese. Ask our president. We don't need them.
Yeah, put a tariff somewhere.
The other thing is, look, Big Fat John has always been an academic, right? Got a couple of degrees in different disciplines, right? So education is very important to me. I make sure that everyone in my family's covered educationally. I want to make sure they get their courses done. So I vowed to become a mentor.
Oh, good for you.
Take a couple of young kids under my wing.
Hey.
My wing.
Okay, all right.
My cock or balls.
There's no van with candy involved,
no van
right?
With candy.
Okay.
No, but I mean, some of these kids coming out of college that need real life experience, they're aching for a mentor,
Aching where?
I don't know. I don't ask. That would be wrong. But you gotta show people what's what. Like I'm an analyst, right? So it's not enough to know the math, right? You got to understand how to use it, when to use it, what does it mean, right?
Right.
So I vow to help these kids, especially the ones that keep bitching about free healthcare, free transportation, free rent, free college, free everything. Listen, come with me. I'll mentor you. Lesson number 1, there's no such thing as free. Right? Someone's paying for it. You're just hoping it's not you. So fucking pay your college loans off, get a job, stop worrying if you're happy. Nobody's happy at their job. That's why it's called a job and not a vacation.
I like my job.
He has to like it. He has to get paid. But here's the thing. Do you realize that the concept of being happy at work is a relatively new one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my dad, your dad, they never went off to work on, oh man, I can't wait to go to work because I'm so fulfilled there.
Can't wait,
goddamn. You know what they used to say? I got to go to work or else we'll starve.
Yep.
Right? And for most of human history, as a matter of fact, for all of human history, that was the purpose of a job, was to do something productive in exchange to be able to live a little bit better, okay? This concept that has arisen in the last 20, 25
years, yeah.
Maybe one generation's worth. So again, I blame millennials. But the truth of the matter is, you didn't have boomers, you didn't have Gen Xers, you didn't have Gen Yers running around saying, hey, I don't want to find a job that'll pay the bills. I want to find a job that fulfills me personally. No. That's what getting blown is for. That's what your hobbies are for. That's what your weekend is for. Why do you think all these guys, even the union guys that I hate so much, right? I shouldn't say I hate them. I just don't agree with them. But these union guys, they put in their 40 hours, their 50 hours, whatever, right? what do? Then the weekend is theirs. That's where they get fulfilled. That's where they chase broads. That's where, if you're a woman, you might go find a man. You go out, you party, you drink, you catch the game. Maybe you go play a little softball. You come back, you had a nice 2 days, right? That's your fulfillment in that case. You want to go to church or whatever. When you're at the office, no boss wants to hear, I'm not being properly challenged by this work. I crave fulfillment. Well, you better crave unemployment, motherfucker, because that's what you're going to get. And kids, DV, have to learn. Now, if you're lucky enough, like yourself, like myself, to have a job or to put yourself in a position to be a business owner or to get a job that you also enjoy doing, consider yourself blessed. Yes. But don't think that it's a right, is what I'm saying. Work towards that. Yeah. Get that yourself. Nobody owes you that. So anybody who wants to be mentored by Big John, that's lesson number 1. Nothing for free. Nothing is fulfilling.
Earn that shit.
Earn that shit, God damn it.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying, because the whole, life-work balance?
Yes.
Is a big, big thing. And I'm not going to lie, I like it. I'll take the results of it.
Look,
give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you 100%, right? So typically when I take on a new client, right, whether it's analytics, whether it's data, whether it's editing, whether it's shooting a project for someone, we have clients, we shoot for them, right? You never hear us. You never see Big John or DV's name on our clients' work, right? Because they're paying us to be out of the way. They're paying us to edit and to shoot. That's our job, right?
Yep.
But when we come here, so we get paid for that. I get paid for analytics work. I don't walk around saying no one's validating me. Client comes to me and says, I need an analysis for the next 4 quarters of revenue, and I do all the work for them. They pay me very well for that. I ain't going to lie. But guess what? I don't run around saying like, you never mentioned me to your boss.
Right. Love me.
Love me, please, daddy. Fuck that. Get on your own 2 feet, DV. That's really. And listen, and this has been the toughest thing I've had to try to stick to. Of all my resolutions, I'm barely hanging on with this one, DV. I'm barely hanging on. I've resolved to try and be more patient with Trump supporters.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
I'm really trying.
Oh.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
You know it's tough. You know it's tough for me as a libertarian. Hell, it's tough for me as just a person who isn't a fucking rube.
Right.
To try to be tolerant of Trump supporters. I really have.
Right.
So.
Someone that believes in facts.
Yes.
And science.
As a scientist, as an analyst, right? As a person who doesn't hate everyone who's not like me.
Right.
I try to be patient. I resolved to be more tolerant and patient of Trump supporters. Did you notice I didn't even say Trump rubes? I said Trump supporters. That's part of my resolution. So I vowed, like, DV.
You'll break it. Yeah, you'll break it soon.
Yeah, probably. Probably by the next tape.
I have no faith in you with this one, man. I ain't going to lie.
Okay.
I have zero.
Well, you have to try to keep me to it. First of all, I'm planning to ignore their minor lapses in logic, right? Like, I'm willing to ignore the fact that they think vaccines cause autism, that the earth is flat, or that Jesus used to ride on dinosaurs. I'm willing to ignore that. I'm willing to let that go, DV.
Yeah, that's a badass God, though.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Riding on a dinosaur? Oh. Just like Jesus' hair just flowing.
Yeah. And by the way, if you think I'm making that up, there's a creationist museum.
Yeah, creation. Yeah, creationism. And for the record, we're both Jesus lovers, so, you know.
Praise him. But... So I'm willing to let most of that go. I'll let it go just for the sake of trying to live up to my resolution.
Wait, hold on. I just got to interject one thing.
What's that?
You forgot another thing that they believe in.
What's that?
That windmills cause cancer.
That's right. I'm not even going to attack that.
Right.
I'm not, you know. But the other thing I'm going to ignore, for example, when Trump supporters explain to me why we need to cut down on immigration or why we need to build a big wall, why we can't let certain groups in the country, who almost always happen to be not white. I promised to let that slide. I even promised not to bring up the fact that Donald Trump married an illegal alien.
Very true.
Right? So I'm letting that go.
Very true.
I don't know if I don't know if the supporters understand that Melania Trump was in this country illegally when Donald Trump met her and married her. See, that part seems to, go by the ways. So I'm resolving not to bring that up. I'm not going to bring that up. I'm going to ignore that.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah. I'm also going to stop. I'm going to hold on to this resolution by not trying to figure out how Donald Trump can take credit for a 10-year decrease in cancer rates that was just announced.
What an idiot.
I'm not going to stop and figure out how he is responsible for cancer deaths dropping in this country. Because, he took credit for it. Like, I would even give him credit if he told me that he knocked down every goddamn windmill in this country, therefore cancer rates are down. See, as stupid as that is, at least it's an explanation.
At least he said that.
At least it would be an explanation. But he didn't even go that far. He just took credit for the announcement by the CDC that cancer deaths declined the biggest decline ever in 2019.
The biggest ever?
Which is obviously great news. I'm not shitting on that. But I will ignore the fact that Trump took credit for it.
The administration is the best administration. We're doing work.
Right. Damn right, DV. Good. I'm glad to see you're on board. By the way, I'm also, excuse me, going to try to maintain my respect for Trump supporters, even when they put up those stupid memes that keep saying Epstein didn't kill himself, and then they put a picture of Bill Clinton, and they point out that Bill Clinton was on a plane with him a couple of times. They even will put up memes of him and Prince Andrew, saying that maybe Prince Andrew had him killed. But they'll conveniently ignore the two videotapes of Epstein and Trump hosting a pedo party at Mar-a-Lago twice. See, I don't bring that up to them, DV.
Yeah.
Because we all know that's fake news generated by Zionist cocksuckers.
Right.
In other words, the Jews did it. Okay? So I don't even try with that anymore, DV. I refuse to bring it up anymore. Or the fact that Trump was sued for rape by, at the time, a 13-year-old girl that she alleges he had sex with at one of these pedo parties with Epstein. Which, by the way, the statute of limitations ran out because the girl waited till she was 21 or so. I don't know how old she is now, but, she waited.
Right.
Understandably, a 13-year-old isn't going to take on a, quote, billionaire, right?
Right.
But it was interesting to me that Trump never denied fucking her. Never denied being at a pedo party. I want to get this straight.
Right.
He never denied being at the pedo party.
Because he got it straight. You know that.
Yeah. He never denied being at the pedo party. He just denied fucking the 13-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of like I was watching, but I never touched.
I was watching. The only thing I touched was myself.
But I really don't want to bring that up because I'm resolving.
He brought it up, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. But I won't bring it up because I'm resolving to play nice with these Trump supporters for as long as I possibly can.
Now, I just gotta say, they're so stupid. Like, what happened to as of this recording, the Senate said no witnesses, no documents, nothing like that. And I go on social media, and I got Trump supporter friends.
Right.
And, they put a link up to whatever site stating this.
Of course.
And they put in their post, "Go Trump."
Right.
And I had to write back and say, the legislative branch basically just cut off the arm, right?
Yep.
And giving it more power to the executive branch.
Yep.
Our forefathers are rolling in their graves because there's supposed to be 3 equal branches.
No, those are lies.
Yeah. And they don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like, oh my God.
No. Well,
so stupid.
And I would explain why that's a problem, but I promise not to bother Trump supporters.
Oh, right. Trump rubes.
No, I didn't say that.
I did. Fuck that. Trump rubes.
All right. So those were my resolutions for 2019. Like I said, I plan to let those make those public at the turn of the new year. We had a little bit of delay, but I'm letting you know those are the ones that I've kept so far. I had 5 or 6 more that I've already broken, but these are the ones that I've kept. And so far I seem to be barely hanging on. Yeah. All right, DV. Hey, so did you make, I know I asked, I don't remember. Did you answer? Did you make any resolutions?
Yeah, live. That's all I
care live. About. That's right. Yeah. Right. It's a cop-out.
Let me live my life, God damn it.
Oh, I'm going to end it on that because that's a libertarian creed.
I'm a libertarian now.
Damn right he is. All right. Until next time, when we do this again, this has been your pal, Big John.
And I'm DV.
Catch you next time on All the Way.
Peace.
Don't forget, we'll have more videos, and we've also done some other ones. Hopefully you find them funny. Either click here or click here to get some more.